some players after they left the
and the task ahead. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, there's the Ballers, 3 spots below.
Well, right now for the Ballers, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball, so that things do come together for them before the end of the regular season. Look out.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Wiggins is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Dean, and it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. They've got Mr. Incredible. Red Hat is out there with the Professor. Then it's G, and it's Big Dog at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You know, Steve, for teams that are already struggling big time, it's a sign that the ship is going to be difficult to turn the other way and get back on track.
I think, Kevin, body language and obviously what they're saying in the media, there's some teams you watch them guys hit a three-point shot, they come to the bench, no one's up clapping, no one's communicating with each other. Those are the teams I think is very hard to turn around.
There's Big Dog. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Bucket is good.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Here's the Professor. He's coming off a 13-point game again.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's blocked, and he gets it back. Passes it to Murray. Six to shoot. Here's Thompson, poked loose, and so it looks like the Ballers will retain possession here. About 2 minutes play here in the first period.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Wiggins with the block. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points his last outing. He kicks to Murray. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pocket 6. Pass to Murray with the shot. Again, the miss by Murray. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And I've just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. He's pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Now here's Murray. 8 points his last outing. Steps back and frames the jump shot. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Here's the Professor to the paint. Stolen by Thompson. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. And with Murray, Greg, if it's Cy Young, he led the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
And the Ballers with some changes. And the Ballers decide to take their first time out here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
A mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. And Joseph kicks to Barrett. And the three off target. Gotten 4 of 6 field goals since the drop in the first quarter. And it's AI missing. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. But they recover it. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Ballers will retain possession here. .105 left here in the opening quarter. 5 to shoot. It's another look. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I had a chance to check out stats for Joseph. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 6 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And there's the pass to Boggs. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Unloads from 13. And that one's good. Brooks. And that'll tie this game up.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
And here's the fast break. Here's Joseph. It's good.
Makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
The great one passes to AI. Lays it up off the glass.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Barrett with the ball. Takes the three. Drills it from outside. Now, here's AI. Gets it off. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Ballers ahead, up 3. The second quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take right now on the Ballers?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Here's the great one. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Taking a look at the Ballers. Isles out there with the Olynyk. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Barrett. And it's Joseph in at the 1. Here's AI. Nails the close-range fadeaway jumper.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
Joseph looking around. And they're moving it up. It's tipped. It's stolen by Barrett. And it's blocked. AI in the post. Isles there. It comes to just the love for the game, Smitty. Does every NBA player have to have that? Or is it possible to not love the game, embrace the game, and work through it in that way?
You know, I think 90% of the guys have a love for the game. I think there are some guys that just don't love it, but they play it. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't just spill over to the guys that love it. There's some players, I played with some players, after they left the gym, they didn't think about a game, watching the game, playing the game. But when they're on the court, they gave 110% effort. There are some guys that just love it, and there's some guys that just like it.
But I know you, and you did. You loved
Kevin. Still love it.
I know you do. And it's picked off at the 5. That is his first foul of the game. And the Ballers making a change here. Murray's checked in. The Ballers now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Wiles. Brooks kicks to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Wiles no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And there it is for him.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Bottom, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. Mr. Incredible, he's checked in for Bottoms. And then for the Ballers, Boucher is checked in, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Wiggins passes to Boucher. Wiggins drives in. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Passes to Mr. Incredible. Here's A-Train. He's covered by Murray. Can't hit from in close. The Ballers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's A-Train. Trains the 19-footer. And here are the Ballers now. They trail by 1.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
You know, if you're pulled from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. They throw good. Wiggins. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
For Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his size at the point guard spot is a huge bonus for him. Allows him to switch onto most other players on defense when dealing with picks. That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
Now Wiggins, 7 points in the game. G with the rebound. And one of the reasons they targeted Gilgeous-Alexander was because of his size.
Big guards aren't easy to find, Kevin, and they help coaches' defensive scheme. Every team looks to get a switch into a bad defensive matchup. If your PG isn't an option, the offense has to work that much harder.
And the Ballers making a change here. The Ballers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. It's stolen by G. And here comes the break. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Ballers. 4-point game. That needs to be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
AI is checked in for Jay. Left to play here in the second quarter. Wiggins passes to Drake. Pass to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wiggins. The teardrop falls in. Wiggins has got 9.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
AI outside. Here is Skinny. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And here's AI. Here's Mr. Incredible, and that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, some perspective, please.
They were really efficient on offense. They had the basketball well, great shot.
And that'll...
I swear that it's always on. Get to it,
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And so here's the home team. They lead by 4. They've got G. Big Dog is out there with Mr. Incredible. Then there's the Professor. And it's red hot in its shooting guard. Big Dog, the pass to the Professor. Elbow shot. And too long on the shot. Being about 42% so far. And for the Ballers, Gilgeous Alexander out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's D. Then it's Thompson. And it's Murray in at the 2. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and just how can you not guard him without being physical? In return, Steph Curry, because he gets the opening shoot shot. Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
Big Dog is out there with Mr. Incredible. Then there's Red Hot. Then it's G, and it's the Professor in at the point guard. Taking a look at the Bulls. Murray out there with D. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Thompson. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Big Dog. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Big Dog's got his second basket of the night.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Now the pass to Drake. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. G with the rebound. G's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they continue to control the ball. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line, the Professor. 2 shots.
The first one falls, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And he makes both free throws. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Barrett. Here's Thompson. Out to Brooks. Pass to Joseph. Shot clock at 5. Brooks outside. But they'll get another chance. Miles missed it, even after all those chances. To the middle. chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Ballers. Trailing here by 8. Nice shot by Thompson.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On 2 of 4 here to start the second half. This is it to Bottoms. Here's the Professor. Brooks covering. The Professor passes to Bottoms. Out of bounds. The Ballers now with possession. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Barrett with the ball. Count that one. Barrett's got 5 now. Being impressively throughout at 62%. He lobs it up. Lays it in on the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, just get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And Joseph kicks to Brooks. Pass to Lyles. Now, here's Barrett. 5 points in the game. Shot by Joseph. No good. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now, here in the third. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The great one's got his first points of the night.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And the Ballers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
AI is checked in for the Professor. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Murray. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. Gone 4 of 6 in the field since the start of the third.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. AI passes the big one. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Brooks. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Stolen. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Murray outside to the inside. Shot to stop the run, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is off. And he's good on the second. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Here's the great one. There's the pass to Bottoms. Here's AI. One second left. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's the home team. Their lead of 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. shooting struggle is apparent. 37% from the field. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. They've got Bottoms. G is out there with Mr. Incredible. Then it's AI. And it's Red Hot in at the 1 spot.
And you watch Olynyk play, and he has the skill set of a stretch 4. Solid enough from outside, although he struggled last season, can give a team a different look from the post spots.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to Bottoms. Passes it to Mr. Incredible. Shot clock at 3. Tries from 16. Second shot opportunity. That one, no good. And he makes the first. And the Ballers making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And with Olynyk, he has the size to play at the 4 or the 5.
Olynyk is a legit 7-footer, and he has had it beat inside the lane. So until he improves as a rim protector, we'd rather have him as a 4.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Murray outside. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Clock at 6. Pass to Olynyk. Fades and shoots. No good. Shot missing. Here's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Murray with it. Working on AI. Lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for Jamal Murray.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Here's G. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. G passes to Mr. Incredible.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Murray surveying the D. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Murray. Pass to Drake. Lets it go with the 3. That shot off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Out of bounds, the ball is now with possession. Well, last season, the NBA expanded the three-point shootout contest to 10 contestants at All-Star Weekend. Smitty, do you ever wish that you'd had another shot at it?
Yes, indeed, Kevin. I didn't shoot it as well as I wanted to in that contest. Whether they added 10 or more or 20 players, I just wish I had another shot. But it's over, and now I can dream about it.
The Ballers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Thompson. Goes up again, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the first one at the line is good. Big Dog is checked in for Bottoms. Both good from the line that time. We were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now. The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. Thompson passes to Murray. Another shot. Up again. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. AI is checked in for red hot. And the home team has possession. Here's the professor. Just 5 to shoot. 20 feet out. Basket counts.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And the Ballers call time here. They trail by 12. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Mr. Incredible.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. That's tipped. Here's Mr. Incredible, covered by Wiggins. That one drops for him.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray, no good.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
And stolen by Murray. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From down in the low post, it goes.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows the innate ability to use change of pace dribbling as an offensive weapon.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The professor passes to G. Here's AI. Good on the jump shot.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away